Hello, this is Batman Jeremy W. Hello, I am your host, Jeremy, and this is my new series, Debunking Bad Interpretations of the Bible. And in this series, I will be debunking the flat earth theology interpretation of the Bible, and presenting an alternative interpretation that aligns with the heliocentric reality we live in, the one where the earth is a globe and it orbits the sun. I hope you will enjoy this presentation. Welcome to the bonus materials. These are the bonus materials. Okay, this is bonus material, Psalm 19. The heavens proclaim the glory of God, the skies display his craftsmanship. Day after day they continue to speak, night after night they make him known. They speak without a sound or word. Their voice is never heard, yet their message has gone throughout the earth, and their words to all the world. God has made a home in the heavens for the sun. It bursts forth like a radiant bridegroom after his wedding. It rejoices like a great athlete eager to run the race. The sun rises at one end of the heavens and follows its course to the other end. Nothing can hide from its heat. The instructions of the Lord are perfect, reviving the soul. The decrees of the Lord are trustworthy, making wise the simple. The commandments of the Lord are right, bringing joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are clear, giving insight for the living. The reverence of the Lord is pure, lasting forever. The laws of the Lord are true. Each one is fair. They are more desirable than gold, even the finest gold. They are sweeter than honey, even honey dripping from the comb. They are a warning to your servant, a great reward for those who obey them. How can I know all the sins lurking in my heart? Cleanse me from these hidden faults. Keep your servant from deliberate sins. Don't let them control me. Then I will be free of guilt and innocent of great sin. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing to you, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Psalm 19, verses 1 to 14, New Living Translation. Next slide. Some cults call this psalm, Psalm 19, the Flat Earth Psalm. I don't see it. I read this psalm several times, and it just seems like a poetic way of praising the Lord. I'm not seeing anything but flat earth in here. It really does not seem like it teaches a flat earth. The Bible teaches a globe earth that orbits the sun. Let me use this psalm to prove it. The first few verses, 1 to 4, are just praising the Lord, telling us what he can see his handiwork everywhere in creation, the natural world. In verse 5a, it literally says the sun is in space because heavens. is a reference to outer space. In 5b, you see a metaphor for Jesus. In the New Testament, Jesus is called the bridegroom. This makes that verse a metaphor for Jesus, Matthew 9, verse 15. In verse 6, you see a teaching about the rotation of the earth and what it looks like from the surface of the earth. On a globe earth, it is impossible to escape the heat of the sun, but on a flat earth, it would be possible to escape the heat of the sun. Just go where the sun isn't. In the next few verses, verses 7 to 9a, we see a poetic way of telling us what it's a good idea to obey the Lord. In verse 9b, it is talking about the laws of physics, or the natural laws of the world, and how the world works like clockwork on large scales. The universe is extremely fine-tuned and well-designed. In verses 10 to 11, it shifts to talking about the laws God gave to mankind to obey, and how we should obey the Lord, and how this is a good idea. And the last few verses, verses 12 to 14, are just David asking for forgiveness. He doesn't want to make deliberate, presumptuous sins, which is something cultists tend to do a lot. Avoiding presumptuous sins is something all of us need to work at. Presumptuous comes from the KJV. See, even these verses teach a globe, Earth, that orbits the sun. No matter where you look in the Bible, it teaches the true and aligns with reality. And in reality, the Earth is a globe and it orbits the sun. The Earth is a planet, just like all the other planets. Science got it right. And the Bible has zero conflicts with science. The Bible teaches and agrees with modern mainstream science. Next slide. The sun's heat on a flat Earth. The sun's heat on a flat Earth. On a globe Earth, it is impossible to escape the sun's heat. But on a flat Earth, it would be possible to escape the sun's heat. Just go to where the sun isn't. Here's why. On a flat Earth, the sun is a spotlight and the moon generates its own light. So you're not always under the heat of the sun. But on a globe Earth, you're always under the heat of the sun, because even at night, you're still under the heat of the sun. The moon's light is a reflection of the sun's light, making it still heat from the sun. So on a globe Earth, it is impossible to escape the heat of the sun. But on a flat Earth, you just go to where the sun isn't. Next slide. Okay, that's the end of the slideshow. That's the end of this video. Okay? Bye for now. Okay, here's some extra bonus information. In 12 of the 28 occurrences of the Hebrew word ephus, meaning extremity or end, used in construct with ararets, meaning earth, evidence that the biblical authors intend this phrase as a reference to the uttermost reaches of the inhabited world. The fact that this phrase sometimes is used to speak not of the distant parts of the earth itself, but rather the people who inhabit these remote places. For example, Psalm 67 verse 7, 98 verse 3, and Isaiah 45 verse 22 argue strongly against this phrase being used to indicate that the earth has a physical edge. So ends of the earth is an idiom. It's an idiom. You do know what an idiom is. It's a figure of speech used to convey an idea. It is not something meant to be taken literally. It's an idiom. Okay? Goodbye. We're done, but stick around for footnotes. Goodbye.